What's up, baseball friends? We are so back. The first system recap of the year. We got Twins highlights. We got Saints highlights. Starting things off with Joe Ryan, who was in control of this game at Kansas City. There you see 96 from Joe Ryan. We don't see him up here very often. We'll take a look at some of his numbers, some of his velo a little bit here, but here are some highlights. Carving up this Kansas City lineup. Unfortunately, the Twins lineup didn't give him any support, so it was a shorter outing than I'm sure Joe Ryan would have liked, but he got put in a tough spot, again, without getting much run support. But he looked really sharp. Again, really in control of this game. I think his outing was even better than his numbers on the day indicate. There you see all the numbers on the far right are how above his velocity was today compared to his last year averages. So way up for Joe Ryan. He was looking good. I tweeted this out when he got taken out. I was kind of bummed that he didn't get an opportunity to work through a jam, but given the circumstances, it was a 0-0 game. Kind of tough to leave him out there. They went with Okert with a couple lefties coming up in the Kansas City order, and it's not like he didn't do his job. He got a weak ground ball, but through the new rule shift, that's about as much of a shift as you can do. So that was unfortunate. But another storyline was, the Twins are facing a right-handed starter for the first time this season, and they don't have Royce Lewis. What's the lineup going to look like? You can see on the far right there the lineup that Rocco went with. Interesting to see Jeffers DHing, which was nice. But also nice to see Byron Buxton just doing anything, being in center field. But he just had a great game here and was running well. He had 2 doubles. This was a game-tying double he hit in the top of the 8th, so eventually the Twins lineup got rolling. They just couldn't get anything done while Joe Ryan was on the mound. Seth Lugo was pitching for the Royals. He looked great. But there you see Byron looking good. Running in, doing the buck truck, feeling it. We'd see him again a bit later. Christian Vasquez delivered the go-ahead hit, scoring Jeffers coming around from second. Vasquez had hit into a big double play at a big spot earlier, but had thrown out Bobby Witt trying to steal. So kind of turned around his game late in this one. This was a gritty win for the Twins. Alex Kirilloff here getting a sacrifice fly to plate another run. So productive outs. Kind of discuss that when we look at the numbers from this game. Buxton with another double, another RBI double. So a huge game for Byron Buxton. And then Brock Stewart, not a safe situation because of the cushion that he got. So by the end, plenty of cushion. 5-1. Brock Stewart gets it done. Twins win. Twins 2-0 to start the year. Kansas City played well. Give them some credit. They made some great defensive plays in this one. But yeah, Joe Ryan, he only goes 5 1/3 innings, but only 3 hits, 1 run was credited to him. Of course, that was on that Okert hit he gave up. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. 69.1% strikes for Joe Ryan. He was pitching great, throwing tons of strikes. There you see the bullpen numbers as well. Great to see Alcala back out there. And then on the hitting side, again, Byron Buxton, 2 for 4 with 3 runs batted in, a pair of doubles. And I have the strikeouts highlighted. The Twins struck out just 6 times in this game. 6 strikeouts. And again, I thought Seth Lugo was pitching really well and looked good. His breaking ball was particularly sharp. So a nice outing for the Twins, a gritty win. Again, they're 2-0. Changing focus over to the St. Paul Saints. Of course, this was opening day for them. Their game on Friday got canceled due to field conditions, but they were able to get it going. Man, even without Brooks Lee, who's injured, even without Trevor Larnach, who's injured, even without Austin Martin, who made his debut with the Twins earlier in the day, this lineup, this team, I think is still really impressive, especially for a AAA team. It's pretty young for a AAA team as well. I'm really excited to watch how some of these guys do, and some of the guys I was looking forward to seeing came up big in this one. Here was the lineup they went with on opening day. Again, Brooks Lee being out in particular kind of puts an interesting spin on their infield. With Michael Hellman playing shortstop. That guy does everything but catch. It's amazing. Alex Isola playing left field. It's his first time in his professional career he's playing outfield in his AAA debut, nonetheless. Talk about a first day. But David Festa got the opening day nod for the Saints. Here he is striking out Kyle Manzardo, as a big prospect in the Cleveland org. And then here he's facing Miles Straw, putting together the entire plate appearance. The numbers over there. Festa was looking good. His changeup in particular is a pretty big difference-making pitch for him. So you're going to see him strike out Straw on that changeup. Straw with a ton of Major League time. Not a great hitter, but a guy who's faced a lot of Major League pitching. But the bats were really huge in this one. Alex Isola mentioned it that it's his AAA debut. He hits a 3-run homer in his first plate appearance in AAA. How do you top that? Alex Isola. I think he hit 20 home runs or something like that for Wichita last year in Double-A. He's mainly a first baseman, does some catching, and now mixing in at left field. That's going to serve him well. And I love this recoil he has in his swing. Oh, I don't know why that gets me. But yeah, Alex Isola. Yoyner Fajardo also making his AAA debut. Also hit a 3-run homer. I think the interesting thing with him is he's not known for his power, unlike Isola. Fajardo stole 50 bases for the Wind Surge last year. So this is a guy known for his speed, and he slugs a 3-run homer in his AAA debut. How cool is that? He's a corner outfielder. There's a swing there. Again, not a power hitter, but you can't get it up in the zone and hang one like that. And, of course, Jose Miranda. We've seen him do this quite often at CHS Field. Great to just see him out there after missing so much time last year, but hitting a home run. He also had a double in this game as well, played first base. Apparently his shoulder is still kind of a question. Not sure we're going to see him at third base much, but if he does this on a frequent basis, he might not be in St. Paul for much longer. We'll see. And we can't get through a system recap without Anthony Prado showing up. There he is. Randy Dobnak deflects this one, and Prado barehands it and fires it over to Miranda to get the out on a bang-bang play. Anthony Prado, man, this guy's a wizard. Absolutely love him. He's been a regular on these videos for quite a few years now. But the Saints win 8-1. There's Madonna. There's Toby Gardenhire. All the guys were having fun. It's kind of a signature of a Toby Gardenhire team, I feel like. And here's the breakdown of the lineup. Again, called out that Miranda had both a home run and a double. And then, of course, Isola and Fajardo with those massive home runs. So much fun to see that. I think this team is going to score a ton of runs. And again, this was without Lee and Larnach and some of the guys, Martin, some of the guys they're expecting to have. David Festa, he's pretty, his command was pretty bad, but he did strike out 4 in 3 shutout innings. So it kind of says how nasty his stuff can be. Dobnak pitched really well. 6 strikeouts and no walks in 4 innings. So his command was really great. Good to see out of him, and there you see the rest of the guys. Thanks so much for checking this one out. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to do this all over again. We'll talk again soon.